Hello everybody, welcome back to the FieldCraft server. My name is Weird and Bearded. On the last episode we lost all of our stuff, but as you can see, I have been spending some time here at the enchanting area over at our new XP farm, doing some trading with the villagers and getting our gear back and all enchanted up. Not quite fully enchanted, there is still a lot of enchantments to go, but we don't have a good setup for that yet. But it's all still good enough, and everything now has mending on it. Today, we are heading over to the slime farm. We're going to get that all dug out. Maybe get around to building the slime farm, but at the very least, I want it all dug down to bedrock, which is going to take a while. Let's head over there. Here we are. You can see I have laid out a large circle that I'm going to be digging down to bedrock over the next couple of days. I'm hoping to maybe get a beacon. I already have one with a skeleton skull. I'll be going for the other two this evening after my Wednesday night stream. And hopefully I can, as I say, get that beacon to speed things up. If not, I will go without the beacon. It'll be a bit slower, but oh well. I am planning on keeping all of these blocks because it is still early on in the server and I am poor. Hopefully this will make me a bit richer in resources. If it doesn't, I will be shocked. Let's see if I can get those wither skulls. As we start the first of what I'm sure will be many big digs on this server, you may notice that we have no beacon. There are no clips of me killing wither skeletons. That is because about an hour after the last clip was recorded, we had a slight issue in that the computer running the server restarted and the server, for some reason, got completely reset. We lost everything, files were deleted, couldn't find the backups anywhere. We had to start over again. So about 24 hours after that, after doing a lot of work in creative mode, I managed to get the server back to some semblance of what it was. Some things may look different. I wasn't able to do a block-for-block recreation. It took a lot of work. I lost a lot of recording time due to this issue. We are back to where we were. We have set up backups. We're doing backups of backups. We are making sure that does not happen again. And this dig is going to take me a very long time. So it's definitely a case of the beacon is absolutely going to be needed. And so on stream, we went looking for some wither skeletons. I have found my way to a Nether Fortress after very nearly dying in lava. I am currently streaming. So I have people in the chat at the moment. It's a quite dangerous fortress, but we've already seen several wither skeletons. So hopefully we should get some kills, such as this one. There's also a lot of zombie piglins around here just to make it a bit more terrifying. But hopefully we can get a kill in and I will make sure I've got clips of skulls. We have a skull, we have a skull. There's a second skull, there's a second skull. Are you wearing your friend's skull? And now we have gathered both of the skulls, time to head back home. We managed to make it safely back. We added a nether tunnel through to that fortress, as I might use it later for a bit of a wither skeleton farm. And now we have everything we need to fight the wither. We have our 3 wither skeleton skulls. We have our soul sand. We also have our 9 obsidian, as we are going to be doing this in a bit of an easier way than normal. I'm not going to be using any potions or anything like that. We are going to let the wither kill itself. I also grabbed some more potatoes because I ran out of food while trying to fight all of the wither skeletons. So let's head over to the end to fight the wither. We have arrived at the end. As you can see, we have the portal to take us back home, and we are going to be fighting the Wither immediately underneath it. So we're going to dig out a little area down here. We need at least a 2-block gap beneath the portal. So we dig that out. We're going to make a nice 3x3 square and dig out the floor as well. So then we can put down our obsidian. Have I got that right? I want to go out 1 block further, I think. So we'll put down our obsidian. And then when we spawn the Wither, if I've remembered this correctly, the Wither should be stuck in the roof. So we put our first bit of soul sand in the middle, and something that not many people know, you can spawn a Wither sideways. Let's do this. So we move back so we don't get caught by the initial explosion. And then we should see the health bar starts to drop. And wasn't that nice and easy? So we have our nether star ready to make a beacon. Let's head back to the base. So I can't actually remember what we need for a beacon, apart from, I think it's just glass and obsidian. Yeah, glass and obsidian, which might mean I need to go and collect some glass. So I'm going to go and do that, and we will be right back. Now we have the beacon. I'm going to go and get this in place, and then we can continue with the time lapse. I have been digging for many hours now, and to be honest, I still have many hours to go. I'm going to stop the time lapse here, just because now I've got the platforms in the way, you're really not going to be able to see much. But I need to get straight back on with this. There's still a lot to do, and I will come back on with the video once I'm down to the slime killing area and talk you through how I'm going to do that Remember, we're going to do this without any form of redstone or anything like that. So hopefully this should be a nice, simple build. I have been amassing many resources as we have now successfully dug to the bottom, which you can just about see, but not really because it is so far down. The farm is nearly finished. As you can see, we've got a little AFK area over there with resource collection. What we don't have yet, goodbye slime, what we don't have yet is actual slime death occurring and the resources coming up to me. Some slime death is occurring, just not enough. So we are going to jump down into the water stream and you can see a bit more of what's going on down there. And I need to dig a nice big tunnel down to the bottom from 1, 2, 3, 4, these 2 blocks. I made it to the bottom. It is very dangerous down here because of all the magma I put in. And as you can see, we already have a lot of drops in place. So the idea is I'm going to put a water source at each of those 2 corners. That's going to be the last thing I do, which will push all the slimes and all of their drops down to this central area. The ladder will, of course, disappear. You can see it's very effective. Unfortunately, the larger slimes can get to the bottom and are fairly unaffected. So we need to add a little bit of lava right here. If I put some fence gates up just to hold everything back and open them so that nothing, they're not going to block anything's path, then a little bit of lava there will suit me quite nicely. So the next task is to climb up the ladder, which will take me just over a minute, and place some water at the top and turn it all into water sources using the kelp. If I plant kelp from the bottom, it turns any water it comes across into a water source. And we need this all to be water sources. So I will go and get that done. The water is all in place and I've turned it all into source blocks. So now I've just got to get in there, get rid of the bottom 2 blocks and replace them with some soul sand to turn these into bubble beaters. Then we put the top blocks back in place with some slabs there to stop the water coming through. Oh, I also need to replace these 2 with the blue ice to let the items travel across there. And then, in theory, all I've got to do now is put the water in at the top and make my escape. So let's see if we can do that without getting too hurt. I've nearly drowned twice in the water. So, first water source comes in here. And then second water source on the other side. So we have 120 spawning platforms. The slimes will find their way to the edges eventually. Once we've got good iron resources, I'll put some iron golems in, which will cause them to move faster. And then, as you can see, the items are all going to get pushed down into there. Once the other water sources come down, they'll actually go through. And then we should see them going into the sorting system. So I'm going to make my way back to the top, and then I'll do an hour AFK. It is not bad for 1 hour. It could be better, and we're going to be making it better. I'll talk about how in just a moment, but that is not bad. That is, what, 21 bit stacks in an hour? I am quite happy with that. We also get some glowing stacks from this farm. Not many, but some. A nice unexpected addition. So how are we going to make this better? With a couple of ways. They're both going to take some time. In tomorrow's live stream, so streaming on Twitch from 1 PM UK time, there will be a link to my Twitch channel in the description. So tomorrow's stream, we're going to go and deal with all of the surrounding caves. We're going to get them slapped. We're not going to bother lighting them up. Lighting them up doesn't work against slimes, so Going to cover them all with slabs. Do the best we can. Less stuff spawning there will mean more stuff spawning in the farm. And further down the line, once we have our iron farm, going to make some iron golems, station them around the farm so that the slimes leave their platforms faster. But overall, for just over a week's work, this is not a bad farm. You can still, every now and then, see a slime ball coming along. Something I did forget to explain earlier, at the back we have the sea pickles on the corners. The reason we have those, it aligns the slime balls. So they're still on the ice, so they travel nice and fast, but also just over the hoppers so that they get picked up. So it all works out quite nicely, and yeah, you can see them coming through in droves. But that is all that we have time for this week. So thank you all for joining. I am Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.